Okay. Okay.
Good evening, folks. Welcome to the second round matchups of the Zelda 1 No Up A tournament. And boy, do we have a nightcap for you. This is Redbird Grad, fresh off a race of my own, and I am joined here by none other than JSR2 Gamers. JSR, what do we got in store for us tonight?
Just a match of two of the only people to be sub JSR. There's only 5 of them, and Eunos, one of only 3 to be sub 29. And rcdrone was a good Ganon fight away from being in that club himself. Tell us about that run last night, RC. Or
No, I can.
RC's run.
I can absolutely tell you because I was watching. I was on the edge of my seat for it. Yeah, I mean, he was basically a perfect Ganon away from, like you said, a sub 29, and he 29.01'd it. But it was absolutely phenomenal. The guy is just as clutch as they come. Has great level 9s. He can work a room like nobody's business. He's very fun to watch. Very efficient. But then we got to go up against a Eunos that's the exact same way. Very technical runner, knows what he's doing, knows the ins and outs of the game. And this is going to be a lot of fun to watch tonight.
All right, both racers are ready, and we are about to get going. And what routes are these runners going to run?
I think they're going to go, 2 first red ring? No,
something like that.
I'm just playing. These guys will both be on the world record route. They're perfectly capable this run, both of them are, of setting a world record. That's how good these guys are. rcdrone is just playing on fire lately. He's absolutely phenomenal. He's probably playing his best Z1 that I've ever seen, and I'm pretty young into it, but he's just been absolutely on fire. And Eunos just 2850 like last week or something like that, so the matchup between these two is just awesome.
So we see them both screen scrolling over to 3, and RC might be one of the only 1 or 2 people in the world that might be on par with Eunos' screen scrolling. Screen scrolls in before they do. They're both going to be trying to get bombs. Now, I don't know if RC is going to go top route, but I imagine we're going to see Eunos going top route here.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. I just kind of got on board with the top route idea and just the efficiency of being able to get the bombs top route. It looks like Eunos is going to go bottom. I kind of like this play. Because I believe you have the backup of the bombs in top route, but he's going to go ahead and go now. He didn't get that early bomb anyway.
Yeah, he had a really bad pattern there. I think he actually intended to clear that floor to get the drop, and after he got a bad pattern, he was just like, you know what, if I'm going to have to waste all this time killing Dark Nuts, I might as well go top route where I might get some rupees. And that's a big thing you see in races a lot of the times. Most runners, myself included, are willing to sacrifice rupees for bombs because of how important bombs are. When you have runners at this caliber, to move at the speeds that they do, you need bombs.
Yeah, and the cool thing here for JSR, right, is that he can go back through that room now on bottom route and pick up the floor drop. And I'm not sure did we get an early bomb on RC's side or not?
Yeah, RC got the bomb, Eunos did not, but Eunos just had a roof crotch sword. Did you see that? Wow.
I'm not surprised, man. Eunos pulls off the craziest stuff and gets a double bomb drop here coming out of this on the globals. That's just awesome. So,
one thing that we noticed going into the round 2 is that because of Eunos' route in week 1 and an early death that he took in that race, he ended up with a mid-34 time, which we know Eunos is capable of a much better time than that, but it just so happened to line him up with rcdrone. Now, both of these runners have PB'd since the tournament was announced. Eunos is number 2 in the world and holds some of the only records that Lack Attack does not. rcdrone is tied with Darkwing Duck, just bought me last night. You got 2 of the hottest runners in this game. I'm so hyped right now, man.
Yeah, me too. And you know what? This is so weird because did you see what RC did? RC had 4 bombs, and he had plenty of bombs to go face manhandle if he was in like a speedrun situation. But he said, nope, I'm going to go ahead and make that 8 bombs. I'm going to take the top route bombs as well, be safe and manhandle it, and make sure that doesn't kill my run. And I'll try to chase down Eunos. If I'm a little behind right now, I'll chase him down later, but I do not want manhandle it in this run right now. And that was, I think, a smart move on RC's part.
And that's one of the things we see a lot that is kind of scary when you're doing 3 first, even for runners of this
caliber. You do see Eunos coming into level 4 at 10 and 8. His rupee count's good. He's going to get 10 rupees here in level 4 now. So all he has to do is manufacture 10 more rupees through the rest of this level and through level 1. He's going to be able to do that, though, because his bomb count being 8 means he can force an early rupee right here, make him at 25, and he just has to find 5 more in the rest. So this is going to be very nice for him.
Yeah, level 4 has a reputation of being a very, very difficult level to execute at a high level because every single bop that these runners take in 4 is costly because you really have a script for how you want to run level 4. Every single kill that you kill in level 4 is scripted if you're doing it right. As you see, Eunos forcing a rupee, gets a candy bomb. That's pretty cool. So he's going to be building up a count here, going into the breakfast room first, and he's going to be trying to force a bomb. Let's see if he's able to do that. But with 16 rupees and 7 bombs, he's in great shape. It's a good pattern. He's having a pretty clean breakfast room here.
Yeah, he is absolutely. He's at 16 and 5, so basically he's at 26 and 5, and he knows that in his head. He needs 4 more rupees. They did kind of group up for him, so he's able to do a lot of damage with that one bomb in the middle. RC's getting a decent pattern himself. He's able to use one bomb for both those like, so he's going to get out of here pretty quickly as well.
Yeah, Drone had a slightly cleaner breakfast room, but both of them had really nice breakfast rooms. I'd say about a 12-second lead or so for Eunos at this point, but we're still very early.
Yeah, I think Drone in the middle of that, in the middle of this 4, in the NSU room and here, he flipped the switch. I think he's going to double hundo now just because he left that rupee on the floor. He's at 6, so that puts him at 16 right now going into it. He's 10 rupees behind Eunos. So I believe we'll see a double hundo out of RC Drone's side, but Eunos is in great position right now with his bombs and rupee count.
Yeah, Eunos is going to be probably going 30-30 here, which is the traditional world record route, which is potentially faster, but with a lot more farming. If you have some bad luck, or if you mess up your counts, it can really slow you down. Double hundo, I would say on average, is a faster route, but doesn't have as much, the ceiling is lower. So if Eunos gets good luck, his routing and his luck so far in this run is going to give him a tremendous advantage. And when I say tremendous advantage, consider these two runners are only separated by 11 seconds of PB. So a 10-second difference in route is huge, as Eunos gets a great Gleeok fight. Drone only 2.5 hearts. He's got to be careful here.
He does, but he made up a little time in this end of level 4. I mean, he's going to take out this Gleeok and probably be 10-15 seconds behind Eunos. We'll see what their splits are, but this is anybody's race right now. 15 and 8 is really good stats if you're going to go double hundo.
Nice fairy on the Gleeok kill by Drone, so no refill for him, and gains a little bit back on Eunos. This is still very, very close.
Yeah, this is one of those ridiculous races. It's going to be, okay, how efficient are you going to be at those middle levels, right? The level 2s, the level 7s that anybody can complete. They're easy to complete. It's just they eat time. So whoever's efficient at those middle levels is really going to have an edge in the race.
So I imagine we're going to see Eunos probably try to... I don't know, he could force a bomb, he could force a fiber. It's really up to what he wants to do here. If it was me, I would be forcing my rupees to get it out of the way. But let's see what he chooses to do. Nice pirouette. And RC right on his heels.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to chase each other here. RC has the comfort of knowing if I'm going double hundo, I don't have to worry about rupees all the way through here. He can fly through level 1, try to get the bow as quick as possible, not have to worry about counts, not have to worry about anything like that. You're not going to make up 15 rupees unless you're in God mode right now in level 1. So he's just going to be focused on that bow and getting out of 1 as quick as possible.
So while they go through level 1, which is kind of one of those levels that, you know, pirouette, la-da-la-da-la, get rupees, blah, blah, blah. There's something I wanted to remark on. There's a rando tournament going on, and these two just had a match. And Redbird, can you tell me who Eunos' opponent was in the rando tournament this week?
It was Drone, and Drone even said himself he had the absolute god path on that match. And Eunos played very well, remarkably. Sub-hour time on a tough seed. Drone just blitzed it. So Eunos is looking for blood right here.
Yeah, you gotta imagine there's a little bit of revenge on his mind, but just the tremendous odds of having them match up, not only in each of the tournaments in general, but to do so in the same week. One of those tournaments being Swiss, and considering the seeding format, like, this is just like fate. This is fate.
It absolutely is, and you can thank the recorder for that, because if he wouldn't have shown that off, I think he would have done the regular 3-1 world record route, and his time would have been good enough. This matchup wouldn't have happened. You can thank him showing off the recorder for this matchup happening in round 2.
I'm not complaining. Thank you, recorder.
Heck no, I'm not complaining either.
Nice bomb drop by Eunos, showing off one of the strats that I've yet to actually learn, where you bomb the belly. Drone going with the more traditional kill. And he made up some time in that level 1. Not a lot, but he's inching closer.
Yeah, Eunos was playing with those Gibdos and working counts and stuff like that, whereas Drone was able to just put his head down and plow through level 1 as quick as possible. You're going to see a little bit of a route divergence, right? Because Drone's going to have to go up and get the Northeast 100. It's going to set him back about, what, 10 seconds, I think it is? But he's going to have some money.
Double hundo... Sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say that double hundo is slower at first appearance. It's about a 10-second time loss on this split, maybe 15 seconds depending on your scrolls. However, you get to skip one of the 30 secrets on the way to 2, which saves you most of that time back. So the difference is really in just the extra screen transition. So an expert scroller like Drone, this won't hurt him as bad as it's going to appear. So we won't really know how close these runners are until they get into level 2, and then we'll kind of have a better idea of where we're at.
Right, and you'll notice that this is going to pay off about 10 minutes from now, and these guys are in the river room in 7. Drone's going to have arrows that Eunos might not. So you have to look at Eunos's money count. If he gets anything north of 140 going into 2 and through 2, that's how many arrows he has to spend in that river room. If Drone has a significant advantage, he can get that time back there as well.
Yeah, anything less than, I would say, about 146 rupees will give Eunos a time disadvantage, just simply because blue gorillas, which are the main enemy in the river room, take 2 arrow shots and a sword to kill. So with 6 arrows and a clean room, you can get through it pretty quickly. And of course, a runner of his caliber, that should be no problem as long as he gets those rupees. Otherwise, he's going to have to sword them down, and that might give Drone a chance to catch up.
Absolutely. This is the second clincher, right? If the first one's going to be Manhandle and maybe Gliok, but not for this level. But if the first one's Manhandle, the second one is this Fort Gibdo and the Recorder transition here. So let's see how Eunos plays it. He does get the bomb to steal as he's walking through the holes. That was fantastic. But this room right here, it sometimes saps time and saps your count as well.
Fort Gibdo is a sneaky room. It really is. If you get a bad pattern, and actually Eunos did not get a great pattern, but he handled it very well and got a little bit of good luck at the end of it. As he enters the room of requirement, he's got a count built up, so we might see him force a bomb here. There it is. Expert bombing so far. He does use his last bomb. He's going to have to menu. That could be a little bit of a difference, and every little bit's going to matter in a match like this, but he's still in good shape with beam swords and everything.
Yeah, those guys 3-cornered him for a little bit, so he wasn't able to get multiple damage on the bombs. He'd be able to sword this guy down and do the 2-bomb strat. He might either bomb one Gibdo and do the 1-bomb in Dig Dogger, or do the 2-bomb, we'll see, but unfortunately he did take a little more time in that recorder room than he wanted to.
RC Drone also able to force a bomb, as Eunos grabs the breadstick, and shouts out to Arcus. Drone having a slightly cleaner, but not by much, recorder room up to this point. Now the one difference is Eunos is leaving here with 2 bombs. Drone will be leaving here with 1. So Eunos can use that bomb if he decides to on the on the Gibdos. But as we saw in the race earlier tonight with Darkwing Duck, depends on what happens with Dig Dogger. That can come back to haunt you.
Yeah, the 1-bomb Dig Dogger is a little more risky. We did see it with Darkwing. They're both sitting at full health, which is nice. He's not getting a good pattern to bomb them, so he is going to go ahead and do it and leave anyway. He did force, I think. So I think he worked his count to force because he went in there knowing something was going to drop. He didn't just take off, so that was actually really well done by Eunos to get that bomb out of there.
Was that a forced bomb, or did he know his global?
I don't think he knew his global. I think that was a forced bomb because he knew something was dropping there.
Wow. And like both of these runners, in fact, Drone has a really cool tool that he uses in his stream that he manually updates the count using a counter he programmed. It's really sick. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little jealous.
Yeah, and the same thing happened over there with Drone, and I believe what happened was he dropped the bomb, and his counter didn't increment, and it does it every time he has a screen transition, is what you saw. So he didn't get the bomb right away on the forced. He had to kill another one to get the bomb, because that was the item holding enemy in the room, I believe. Unless he got the kill on the global and got lucky, because he was down to 0 after he bombed that and didn't get anything from him.
Eunos gets the Triforce out of 5 at 12:35. We're looking at a pretty good pace here.
That's a pretty sick pace right now for a race. These guys are putting up really good times right now. They're using a little bit of safety strats in 3, but after that, they are absolutely going for it. So this is good to see.
I don't have my route notes in front of me, so I'm going purely off memory, but if I'm not mistaken, Eunos is on sub 30 pace here.
He very well could be, because I know if I'm looking at his east is not left split, that's going to be at the raft when he picks up that heart. He's just off that in a 28.50, so yeah, he's got to be just sub 30 right now.
And Drone not far behind. Man, these guys are both killing it. Make sure you guys give both these runners a follow at twitch.tv/rcdrone and twitch.tv/EunosXX. These are 2 of the best Zelda 1 runners in the world. You guys are seeing why right here. And they're both great guys to boot. Make sure you guys follow both of them.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say, what do you think? Eunos has about a 15-second lead right now. But again, what we're going to see right here heading into 2, Drone's going to get that back. You're going to see Eunos have to stop at a 30 to get that 30 secret. He's at 101. He's going to put him at 131. Drone's going to get this 100 here, put him at 157. He's got the rupees he needs right now. He doesn't have to go get that 30 that Eunos is going to have to stop off and get. So that time he's going to make up. We're going to see heading into 2 what the real difference is.
both runners making it through the laggy woods and into the world wrap. No problem. Making it look so much easier than it really is. And anybody who's learning this game can tell you straight up, it's not as easy as these guys make it look. Just expert screen scrolling, expert movement. You're seeing pumps galore. Now here's Eunos getting the 30 secret. RC's not going to have to get that secret, so he's going to make up a little time here.
All right, so let's see what time they enter 2 at, because that's going to be the real difference, right? The route's going to converge right here. They're both going to be running the exact same route for him. So 14:24 is what I saw Eunos go in at. Let's see where the drone's at.
So the first order of business for Eunos in level 2, he needs at least 3 rupees to continue the run. Now he's going to want about 10. Obviously he wants more than that, but he's not going to go out of his way, I think, once he gets about 10 rupees. And he already has 4 bombs, so he's going to skip these gorillas.
Yeah, they're using every time save strat they have right now. You know, in a lot of runs, they would have gone ahead, okay, let's fill up to 8 bombs maybe, but you got 4 bombs right here. If you get a clean pattern here at Moldorm, you're going to be okay.
Thing is, when you're facing an RC drone, when you're facing a Eunos or a Darkwing or a Lack or a Breasticle or a FAP, you have to.
Oh my,
you have
absolutely.
To just, you can't afford any time going back for that fairy in level 8 or that bomb drop when you're sitting at 7 bombs. You just can't afford it.
Yeah, this is the key point that we talked about earlier, right? He's sitting at 143, so he only has 3 arrows for the river room right now. So he's probably going to be using beam strats in the river room in 7, whereas you're going to see RC Drone be able to use those 17 extra rupees that he has and make it just a little bit quicker. So there's a little difference right here, even outside of level 2, when you get into level 7 between these 2 routes.
RC had a good rope room there. Eunos had a little bit of a trouble in the gorilla room. Let's see how RC does.
He's getting bombs, but unfortunately, each bomb is only taking out 1 Gibdo, so it just takes that. It makes that room and takes it just a little bit longer. So it's unfortunate for RC Drone there.
Still, I think RC might have clawed a couple seconds back, but still about 20 to 30 seconds behind as he grabs the level 2 Triforce. And no recorder from Eunos. He's playing it straight up, although I do imagine we'll see the tricorder here, a newly developed strat.
Yeah, so basically how that works is that he's going to blow the recorder at the exact same time that he opens up this Armos and swings. What that does, it allows the buffer, allows him to go in and eats that time that shopkeeper was going to wait, make you wait for the meat. So all that happens at the same time and allows you to grab that meat faster than normal.
Yeah, the recorder that we mentioned earlier, neither runner opting to use it. It's a risky strat in first quest any percent. For about a 2 or 3 second time save, but this strat that we saw Eunos and now Drone do not only saves you time on the shopkeeper leg, but also later on, so good on them to use that.
Yeah, absolutely. If you think about it, they've already blown the whistle once, right? So when they come out of 6, the next time they're going to have to blow the whistle, they only have to do it 1 more time, so that saves them a whistle blow on the back end as well. So it's a really, really well-designed strat that saves time all the way around.
Nicely done, Eunos. Validates his run with the Lake Clip and into level 7, which Eunos always has the best split names for.
The body massage, because this level just likes to absolutely creep up on you. You see Eunos using pause strats here. This level just chips away at damage. So right here now, though, he's just going to be able to use beams, and he is going to use bombs here, I think, just a little bit. Does waste 1. I think he's trying to keep a count right now and force bombs off this guy. He does force bombs, so it makes it a little quicker. But unfortunately, it's just going to be a little slower than the arrow strats you're going to see RC Drone do in the same room.
It was nicely done. He did force a bomb in there, so he did play it a little safe because he knew using bombs in that room, he absolutely could not afford to lose his count. So well done by him, but yeah, absolutely. Drone should probably gain a good 5-10 seconds back here.
Yeah, as long as he gets a good pattern. These guys split a little bit, and you've got a random Keese just doing his own thing on here on the left, so Drone's going to be kind of ticked off about that. But he did have pretty clean room, and he comes out with Beam Sword. Yeah, I see Cananophone saying that was scary. If anybody's ever tried to force in that river room like you just saw Eunos do, it's terrifying because you have Keese flying around, you have, boomerangs flying at you, you've got a bubble trying to get you. Anything that hits you there, you lose your count. Now you're down a bomb in 7 instead of up a bomb.
Level 7 is a scary level in a deceptive manner. It's not a difficult level, but you'll find yourself cruising along on PB pace, and then all of a sudden you get to this red candle room and you've got 5 hearts left. And you're just like, what the heck? I mean, neither of these runners having that issue, but especially for new runners, wow.
Did you see the double ball? You
for
have to say on drone side. Good lord. Who did he pay off there?
But neither of these runners really having that issue. Nicely forced bomb by Eunos. And did he just... What did he do with that last Wallmaster? Was he bubbled, or did he just do that for swag?
I think it was for swag, but I was watching drones until you said something over there, and I looked over at the last second.
You know the technique against the bottom wall where you can sword down and hit a dark nut? He just did that against a Wallmaster.
Instead of getting grabbed, that's insane. That's awesome.
Like, that was, if that was for swag, that is the riskiest but awesome.
He needs every frame he can get against drone right now. Oh, this is so good to see, man. They are room for room right now. Drone's 2 rooms behind. He's going to get out of level 7 here, probably 15, 20 seconds down again. It's just, he can't make up time on Eunos because Eunos' levels right now are so efficient that even though Drone's playing at the top of his game, he's playing at the top of his level. I'm looking at his splits right now. He's doing very well against the splits, at each one. But he just can't make up time on Eunos because he's waiting for Eunos to make a mistake, and Eunos just hasn't made one lately.
So looking at the time, it was a 1945 exit for Eunos and a 2013 exit for rcdrone. So about a 29-second lead going into level 6. And 29 seconds can be had in these last 3 levels depending on Eunos' execution and RC's ability to catch up.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Eunos' 8's usually pretty good. It's going to come down to like a poor 9, a bad 9 or something like that, or a death, I think, for rcdrone to catch him. But Drone is playing at the top of the world right now as far as, there's probably 3 or 4 people right now playing at the level rcdrone is, and it's awesome to watch.
Now you realize, Eunos is definitely on sub 30 pace. RC's just a hair slower than sub 30 pace. There's only been 3 runners with a sub 30, like Attack, Eunos, and some other guy. They're both possibly going to sub 30 in this race. That would be nuts.
Yeah, I'm looking at Drone's best possible time on his splits right now. It's a 29.46. Now, he did have an insane 9 on his splits. I don't know if that's taking that into account or not. But yeah, these guys have a chance to sub 30 back-to-back in the same race is just ridiculous. So, Eunos keeping beams, though, all the way through Magical Breakfast 1. This is good.
Yeah, Eunos' front half of 6 has been really nice so far. Drone had a little bit of trouble in the Belfry, but...
And Eunos forces in the Vire Room, too.
Eunos, please, why is he so good at this game?
It's ridiculous, right? I'm sitting here thinking, okay, survive it. He's sitting here thinking, how can I force a bomb here?
Drone had a little bit of trouble in MBR1 as well. He got bubbled, so he's going to lose a couple seconds. It's unfortunate. Again, in a race like this, every second matters, so Eunos getting that lead a little bit wider.
Yeah, absolutely. Eunos, again, just being efficient. We talked about those middle levels, right? Well, now we're in the end game. It's who can execute in the end game. There's finally some bombs in there for Drone. Drone was on 0 there for a second, so finally gets his bomb drop, and let's see how he does in MB2. Went for the fast strat, and it did pay off there. So he was able to take out those 2 blues back-to-back, and the oranges grouped up for him just enough that he didn't have to go chase them down. So it was a pretty decent MB2 health-wise and time-wise.
That was a very excellent Magical Breakfast Room 2 for Drone. Eunos grabs the Triforce at 22.42. This is an insane pace. We might be just shy of Race World record pace for Eunos right now.
Yeah, Eunos is definitely doing Eunos things right now. It's awesome to see people at the top of their game, and this is cool.
Now the one caveat to it, Eunos needed a bomb, and Bluey hooks him up, so he's in great shape. Now Drone, even more so than Eunos, needs a bomb. The biggest difference, Eunos needed one for speed, Drone needs one. So hopefully Bluey hooks him up as well.
Them Blue Octos have just been hooking people up all night. I guarantee he gets one off them here.
Commentator's curse?
Maybe, but God, Eunos forcing bombs everywhere this run. Gets one off of Manhandla. and the lag helps him hooked him up on that very first Dark Knight. Dark Knight was wanting no part of Eunos right there. Eunos is able to work his way around him, keeps his beams all the way through. Nope, he's going to go ahead and leave that hard on the ground. He's like, nope, I'm out of here. I am working on a really good pace. I got to get to room number 2 here.
That was an excellent first Blue Lagoon for Eunos, and he gets a great pattern in the second one. Meanwhile, Drone entering Blue Lagoon 1. Oh, Drone gets a beautiful pattern!
Good God, these guys are... This race is insane right now. I want to sit here and watch, and I'm supposed to commentate this thing.
That was insane!
Yeah, so how many times do you walk out of Blue Lagoon 2 with only half-hearted damage? Drone is going to work on these lagoons, dude. This is fantastic.
I don't know who to watch.
This is sick right now. Just sit back and grab your popcorn, dude. Drone made up probably 10, 15 seconds in here, and Eunos had a good 8. That's how ridiculous that 8 was for Drone.
Unfortunately, Drone is going to have to force a bomb here. I don't know if he dares the Gliog bomb in level 8.
No, no way.
He doesn't need to. He'll have one bomb if he's able to force it in level 9, and then there's always the bluey chance on the way to 9, so we'll see what he decides to do. And yeah, he does not. Smart move by Drone. And boys, we got a race. We're on the way to 9.
No, I think what you'll see him do is he'll work a count of 6 and then get the bomb inside of 9. That's probably the best play right now for him, because if you miss, you still have the first patcher that you can take out. He's trying to work a count right now. That's what you see him doing. He's looking for anything to kill to get himself up to 6. There's 1. Counts 2. He's going to work his count up to 6 here. But he's got to chase down JSR. I see JSR right there in the top corner of his stream. He's got to chase down Eunos. And Eunos is just absolutely flying himself.
Alright, so Eunos does have enough bombs to defeat the game. The question now becomes, does he decide to force one, or does he try to get lucky? And the reason I say that is that forcing one can slow you down depending on what happens. Drone gets the bomb!
Oh, that was a sick global for him. All right, so he's in good shape right now. He's got 6 bombs going in. He still has a count going on. He's going to open up 9. No, he's going to blow the recorder like Darkwing did. He pulled a Darkwing at 9. He's going to have to dodge that, come back down. Now he's at 10 on his... Oh, my God, this is crazy.
All right, so... At this point, Eunos has widened his lead a little bit. Does take a bop in the Patcher 1 skip. Any kind of major damage is going to be the big deciding factor here. Can Eunos stay healthy throughout this 9? Because if he gets too much damage, he's going to have to slow down. So that's going to be the #1 storyline for the rest of this race. And he is taking some damage. He needs to be careful.
Yeah, he's taking a lot of damage in this next room, unfortunately. That was un-Eunos-like right there. He's down to 2 hearts. I mean, he's going to be able to work his fairy count now. He's going to worry about health more than bombs, I believe. He's going to work his fairy count a little bit here. But yeah, he's taking a lot of chip damage here, dude.
Now, if this is almost anybody else, it's Rip Run. I don't think Eunos is going to sweat it too much. If anybody can make it work with 2.5 hearts, Black, Eunos, Cantaloupe Me. Like, look, he didn't even...
Yeah, he just went straight for the clip, didn't he? Good lord.
Wow. All right, Drone usually tries to work a clock here. Let's see if he gets his clock. He does not.
He was working that global, wasn't he, for that clock? That's why he has that global on there. I like that strat, dude.
Oh, no hearts for Eunos, but he just has an insane reverse C.
Didn't have bombs to work with, and he still has an insane reverse C. Under pressure health-wise. Doesn't get any drops like anybody else would. He's going to take Patcher 2 slow on the way back, but he's in decent position right now to finish this.
Yeah, so that might be the end of Race World Record, and sub-30s even in jeopardy. Now the question becomes, can he hold on? Can Eunos hold on here and win this race? Or will RC Drone just have the perseverance to outlast Eunos?
And if Drone has Eunos up, he's like, I've got the health to catch him. I've got to take every chance I can right now. He's going to force a bomb right here off the orange, use the extra bombs to clear these blues out, maybe get some health here. This is, oh, he gets no health. That's all right. That was a very fast silver room, reverse C room for him.
Oh, Eunos, be careful here. Okay, he gets out. Those likes are tricky. They like to group up on links, so when you get caught in one of them and you kill it, that another one can capture him right away, and you can just keep taking a heart of damage every time. So he's got to be extremely careful here.
Eunos needs a heart in this room just to make the rest of the race safe. He doesn't get anything there. He's got to look out because that guy likes to phase north. He does have a clean one. He does get the heart here. He can go with the boost strats if he wants to. We'll see if he plays it safe.
Eunos entering the final stretch. Drone right on his tail. He decides to take the damage boost.
He had to. That orange was too far away.
Through.
Drone in one heart now. Oh my God. These guys are both in low hearts. This is insane.
Who is going to make it through? Who's going to not make that mistake? Or will they both make it? This is nuts.
This is what happens when you know who you're racing against, right? I don't think if these guys were racing Redbird, these guys would already be done right now. But these guys are racing each other, and they're like so worried about it, I believe, that they're just making mistakes they don't normally make, because I think nerves are getting to them a little bit, knowing, oh my God, it's 29:41. This guy might die done here.
Eunos first one to the pig. Is he going to get the stun lock? He does not.
Gannon goes right, but he's in a good pattern. There's number 3. There's number 4. Is he going to get the sub 30?
He will not get the sub 30, but Eunos will move on to 2-0. Get your GGs out in chat. What a race, ladies and gentlemen.
That was absolutely insane. Now let's see rcdrone finish it up. Now he's going to be able to take the safe path. Does take a clip right there, so he's down to 1 heart. Let's see drone finish this up here. He put up a 30.05 and had problems in 9, dude. That's insane, man.
This is nuts. I mean, drone is going to sub 31 most likely, or it's going to be close. There's only 5 people.
All right, Eunos is probably going to watch the end of
6.
drones before he hops in here with us, which is cool. It's very respectable to do as well.
Yeah, very, very respectable on Eunos' part.
Let's see drone finish this
man.
out. This would be pretty swag for both these guys to finish out low health like they did.
And that's how good these runners are. They can do that. Make sure you follow both these runners, rcdrone and
Come on,
Eunos.
perfect game.
RC going for the stun lock.
He's got a good pattern on him, though. There's 3, there's 4. Sweet. He's going to be able to finish this out. Fantastic. Chat, get your GGs together for both these awesome runners. Oh, my God. And Drone puts up a 31:13 official SRL time. What a freaking race. This lived up to its billing, worth every dollar on the price of admission. This was absolutely phenomenal to watch.
Wow. Unbelievable race. We're going to get both these runners in here if we can. And we just have to ask them. I mean, there's so much. The bomb forcing, the insane level 6 that drone had, that insane, the Blue Lagoons that drone had, the consistent all the way through run that Eunos had, and then both of these guys with that insanely clutch level 9 finish. And the first one to join us is our winner, Eunos. GG, sir. Wow, what was going through your mind throughout that back half of that run? Because, I mean, you were on a pretty darn good pace there.
Oh, I don't have a push talk, right. All right. Anyway, what was the question?
I was just saying, going through what was going through your mind at the back half of that run? I'm sure you were well aware of the sort of pace that you were on.
Well, I knew that I was, like, I don't know, 10 seconds ahead of drone. Like, somewhere around that for most of the run.
Yeah, leaving level, I want to say level 1, you had about a 10-second lead, and then it kind of, you would gain 5 here and then lose 5 here. He had a slightly better Blue Lagoon than you, but then you had a slightly better level 2 than he did, and it was like back and forth. Just, it was insane. I'm speechless.
That's good. Go ahead. Good game, man.
Yeah, good game.
Yeah, GG's well played to both of you guys. I mean, Drone was asking you a little bit about level 3. You had 4 bombs getting ready to go into manhandle it. What made you decide to go up and take those bombs out of the top route?
Yeah, I really just wanted to have like a 20 to 30 second time loss versus like a 2-minute time loss. I was just playing conservative.
Yeah, for sure. That's what we talked about before. We knew you had enough to go in, and we're like, okay, he just doesn't want the run to just be over right now, right? That's the whole reason you're doing that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Your Blue Lagoons and 8 drone were just phenomenal, man.
Oh Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'd like to get those in a run because that was pretty good. I got a bunch of double hits, so they went down pretty quickly.
The way that they lined up and you took advantage of it. Most runners, myself included, we see that and our eyes light up. We panic. We like, oh, we got to take advantage of this, and you handled it very nicely.
Well, thanks. I'm pretty happy with the way I played overall, even though coming out to low 3, like that was strategy, and then the darkness just wouldn't line up in the recorder room. But other than that, I think I played pretty well.
That forced bomb in 7 in the river room, man. How much were you clinching on that one?
I wasn't actually. That was probably the most calm I was in the race, just because I knew what I had to do in house, just to slow down and make sure it happened.
We're sitting there thinking, oh my god, what's gonna happen? Because the bubbles were on you, the keys didn't want to stay away, and it was just one of those things that we knew what you were doing. It was just, we were all tense for you sitting there in the middle of that river.
Yeah, I was just kind of a little bit. I didn't want to like jitter and run into a keys or something, so I was just kind of a little bit, just a little clumsy on that room.
As a mid-level runner, that I think of myself as, for you guys up there, the top level, the top 5-10 of the game, that type of thing. What goes into your mind when you guys face another runner of the same caliber of the sub 30, fame, that type of thing? Do you guys approach this differently? Eunos first, and then Drone after that.
I came into the race thinking I could decide what to do in level 3 because, almost certainly I said in my stream before this that the race would probably be decided in level 3 for the most part. Obviously things can happen, but the biggest time loss in the race, the biggest time difference between any 2 levels will probably be in level 3. So, I don't know. I was pretty, keyed up for the whole thing because I don't want to lose twice to Drone in a week. Come on.
How about you, Drone? Do you approach the matches differently when you're going up against somebody that's right on par with where you're playing?
I mean, I'm just pretty much gonna use my normal strats unless I get low on health, and I might walk around and take things a little safe. Like the Gliok when I had 2.5 hearts. Like I wasn't gonna go in there aggressive and die in 4. You got to kind of be in it to win it. If I was to take a lead, I would probably go more conservative, but he was ahead the whole time, so I just had to keep playing my strats and put the pressure on and just hope he took a death.
Did you guys run with each other up?
I had your guys stream up the restream.
Yeah, I had it up too, because I want to see where my opponent is and adjust accordingly.
I couldn't do it. I'm so impressed, you guys. That was so awesome to watch. One thing I noticed, and I don't know if anyone in chat noticed it too, the swag, the up crotch sword, and then in level 7, was that intentional? When you killed Eunos, when you killed the wall master, was that intentional? Were you bubbled, or was that just kind of, I'm gonna down stab this wall master?
I was gonna down stab, but I didn't want to push him away.
Ah, okay. Whatever it was swaggy. I was sitting here in full clench because I was thinking, oh man, what if he gets grabbed, and you handled that very nicely.
The thing that happened after that, Cananophone called me out on, because I did the down stab and then I actually damage boosted off of that Wallmaster. It was a legit I took damage. I took damage from a Wallmaster in that room. So, I mean, I almost lost the race right there.
But yeah, it was just back and forth. Your magical breakfast room too, RC, was just tremendous. Both of you guys just watched us back. It was such a great race back and forth. And then the clench in level 9. And of course, you guys both knowing where the other one was. What was going through your minds? I guess I'll ask both of you guys. Knowing you were at low health, but knowing that your opponent is your opponent. I mean, were you slowing up at all, or were you just saying, like, the heck with it, if I die, I die, and GG?
You want to go first?
Sure. Well, I was trying to play conservative, but then when I missed the reverse clip, I wasn't paying attention, I got red beamed, and then it was just like, I have to be super safe, I can't die. Even if, I'm not going to be able to make up the time on Eunos by rushing, so it was just slow down, play safe, finish the race, and keep my average race time down is the way I approached it.
Yeah. So you took a bunch of damage from the reverse clip. I took basically all my damage in level 9 except like 1 hit or 2 hits. From Patch 1, I took 1 hit from him, and then I went in beamless, and they gave me the worst possible. The orange wizards gave me the worst formation they could for the strat that I like to use in that room, and I had no idea what to do anymore. So I took a ton of damage in that room, so I had 2.5 hearts leaving that room.
And then no health drops. I mean, I don't think you got a single heart until reverse C, or maybe it was even a trap room.
No, it was trap room where you got the first heart.
I got a couple hearts before that, but then I hit a couple likes. Either way, yeah, I had 4 bombs going to reverse C because I didn't have a count either. It was crazy. And the same thing where I was just like, you know what? I've got 2.5 hearts, but I'm through this room, and that's all I care about. Just don't take any more damage, and I can do that. I can manage to not take any more damage, right?
Well, Drone, you are by far going to be the strongest 1-in-1. I'm calling it now, and you're still in great shape going forward. And of course, I can't wait for your next match, and then Eunos moving on to 2-0. In some very impressive company up there with Lack Attack, Darkwing Duck, Cantaloupe Me, and Panzer Dave. We had to mention Panzer Dave.
Yep.
So I just want to say thank you very much for probably the race of the tournament so far. That was so much fun to watch, and I wish you both the best of luck going forward.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks for putting all those races tonight.
All right, guys, make sure you guys give these racers a follow. They not only put on good runs like this, but watch their channels. They consistently do this. They race a lot of randomizer. They're both in the randomizer tournament. Follow them. Follow my co-commentator, Redbird Grad. Redbird, it was a pleasure to call this with you, and thank you all of the commentators and restreamers who were helping out today. We had a very busy day, capped off by this. This is awesome, man.
Guys, this is week 2, right? And we're seeing this. So going forward, we're just going to see these caliber of races, on a routine basis. Once the Swiss starts taking shape and you see, this level of matchup, this is week 2. We have plenty ahead, guys. JSR, thanks for tonight. Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, you guys. And we will see you tomorrow with even more good races coming up. And as I pull up the schedule, which race this week are you looking forward to the most, Redbird?
I do not have the schedule in front of me. I apologize. I just like watching everybody run that's better than me, right? Even the people that aren't better than me, that are improving better than me. I'm stuck in quicksand, right? I'm not improving at all, but it's fun to see everybody around me that's just dropping their times, dropping their PBs. I will watch every single race and be as hyped for every single one just because people are dropping their times like flies. So is there one specific one? No, not really. It's watching the Z1 community lower their times and have a lot of fun while doing it.
Well, we definitely have some good ones in store for you tomorrow night in both the 1-0 and the 0-1 groups. Coming up at 4:00 p.m. Eastern at twitch.tv/AngryLarry, we have V. Resner facing off against Jazz Thief 81. And then an hour later, yet to have a restream named just yet, you have Jam Evil going up against Error 72. That should be a tremendous match of 1-0s at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern. We have JLo 7 going up against Gary and Old Wolf. And then at midnight, 11:59 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night, we have a 4-way match. 4-Eye Steven facing off against Dan H. and Angry Larry facing off against Supersonic. That should be a great way to end tomorrow night as well. So much more Zelda 1 coming at you tomorrow. So for my co-commentator, Redbird Grad, and for all of the people who helped out tonight, this is JSR 2 Gamers. Thank you guys for watching. We will catch you guys next time. Take care, everybody.